The royal hall of the Solari
must
Dominion
act quickly.
rose
There's
like a
no
mountain
time
of
to
radiant
lose. You're
metal,
right.
its
Lead the
walls
way.
layered with glowing veins of soft blue energy. Every corner of the palace hummed with the quiet pulse of alien technology. Today, the entire structure felt tense, as if bracing for a storm. Servants hurried across the long corridors, while armored guards lined the gates, their armor plates shimmering like scales of light. Only one figure walked without hurry: the Queen. Her presence was enough to silence entire armies. Tall, composed, crowned with a crystalline crest that cast gentle colors across her silver gown. Her steps echoed through the chamber as she moved toward the arrival platform, guided by instinct rather than ceremony. She had felt the shift in the palace atmosphere the moment the visitor entered the outer gates. Something unfamiliar, something powerful, something human. Her daughter, Princess Alira, had returned from the outer colonies after a long diplomatic mission. That part was expected. What was not expected was the message her daughter sent just minutes earlier. "Mother, I have someone with me. Please be calm and hear me before judgment." The Queen had read the words twice. No more context. No explanation. Only a mysterious tone that hinted at something deeper. The Queen approached the grand hall doors and halted as two guards pulled them open. Light spilled out. Voices followed. And then she saw her daughter. Princess Alira stood near the center of the hall, clothed in the traditional flowing attire of the Solari court, her pale lavender skin shining beneath the skylight. Her eyes held the same dignified fire she had carried since childhood, yet something else sat within them now. Warmth, courage, resolve. Beside her stood a human man, not in armor, not in diplomatic robes, not in any uniform known to the Dominion. Instead, he wore a simple jacket, dark boots, and a calm expression that masked obvious nerves. His name was Aaron, though the Queen did not know it yet. He was shorter than the Solari guards, but his posture held a steady confidence, a stance that said he would stand firm even among giants. The hall whisper fell silent as the Queen approached. Her gaze swept over the stranger. The humans had been allies, distant but respected, known for resilience and a strange kind of courage that many Solari admired. But never had one stood this close to the throne. The Queen lifted a hand. Her voice carried smoothly across the chamber. "Who is that?" Her daughter took a slow breath. Her hand moved to the humans. "Mother, this is the human I wedded." The hall froze. Some guards stiffened. A few gasped. The Queen alone remained still, though her expression flickered like shifting sunlight. Alira continued before hesitation could take root. "His name is Aaron. He is my partner and my equal. I chose him." The Queen studied the pair. Alira's voice held no rebellion, only truth. She did not cling to the human as if begging approval. She stood proudly beside him, radiating certainty. Aaron stepped forward with respectful restraint. "Your Majesty, my name is Aaron. I mean no disrespect by standing here. I came only because Alira wished it." The Queen's gaze lingered, searching. Many humans had visited the Dominion, but this one stood differently. No arrogance, no fear. He looked at the Queen with respectful steadiness, a trait the Solari valued deeply. She turned to her daughter. "Explain this." The princess bowed her head for a moment, gathering her thoughts. "During my mission to the frontier, our vessel was targeted by raiders. We crash-landed on a barren moon. In the chaos I was separated from my guard. I would not have survived the night if Aaron had not found me. He risked his life for a stranger of another species, even after he learned I was royalty. He did not change. He treated me not as a political figure, but as a person." Aaron shifted slightly, but said nothing. Alira continued. "Over the months of survival, rescue, and rebuilding, We learned each other's ways. He protected me as fiercely as any warrior and yet spoke to me with a kindness no crown could command. I chose him not from impulse, but from understanding. The queen listened in silence. The hall seemed to hold its breath. Finally, she addressed the human. Step forward, he obeyed with steady movements. He stopped a few paces away from the queen and bowed lightly the way Alira had taught him. You crossed an entire moon to save my daughter. You faced dangers that would crush many. What drove you? Aaron hesitated only briefly. Because she was alone, and on that moon, no one deserved to be alone. The queen did not respond immediately. Her gaze carried the weight of centuries. The hall remained silent until she motioned for both to follow her. The queen led them to a private chamber lit with soft gold tones. Here the energy of the palace felt gentler. She gestured for them to sit. The moment they were settled, she faced Aaron directly. Humans are known for bravery, but also for unpredictability. Tell me what your intentions are with my daughter. Aaron met her eyes with calm honesty. I want a life with her, a life built on respect and partnership. I do not seek her throne nor her influence. I seek only the bond we chose. The queen turned to Alira. And you understand the consequences of such a union. You understand the weight it carries across both our civilizations. Alira nodded. With clarity and resolve, the queen paced slowly. Her thoughts swirled between duty and maternal memory. She remembered her daughter as a child chasing beams of light through the crystal gardens. She remembered the fierce independence Alira had always shown. And now she saw that same spirit standing beside a human who seemed to amplify it, not overshadow it. She paused. Tell me about your survival together. Alira smiled faintly as memories rose. The first night was freezing. Our suits were damaged. We found a cave, but it was unstable. Aaron climbed into the deeper tunnels to clear a safe space before letting me enter. He barely knew me, yet he risked the collapse for my safety. Aaron added quietly. She needed shelter more than I did. The queen's eyes softened, even if her expression remained controlled. And the following weeks, Alira replied, we built shelter from scrap ship parts. He taught me how humans track weather. By scent and sound, I taught him how to use the Solari tools. Salvaged from the wreck, we learned to trust each other one problem at a time. When raiders found us again, he stood between me and them until backup arrived. The queen turned to Aaron. You faced raiders without knowing whether help would come. Why? Aaron looked briefly at Alira, then back at the queen. Because she mattered to me, and I stand by that. Now the queen exhaled slowly, not in frustration, but in contemplation. She moved to the window. The stars outside shimmered like scattered diamonds. When she turned back, her expression had shifted. Not acceptance, not rejection, something in between. You understand that humans and Solari have very different lives, very different expectations. Aaron nodded. I know, but I am willing to learn. I am willing to grow into whatever role supports Alira rather than burdens her. The queen looked at her daughter. And you? Are you prepared for the challenges ahead? The whispers from other houses, the political pressure, the diplomatic uncertainties. Alira lifted her chin. Yes, because what we built was not about power. It was about connection. The queen folded her hands behind her back. She studied them for a long moment. Finally, she spoke. Then I must see for myself whether this union stands on more than emotion. The queen summoned her advisor. Bring me the tests. The word test made Aaron tense. Not physical tests, the queen clarified gently. Measures of compatibility, honor, resilience, and truth. The Solari valued these traits above all. Aaron agreed. Alira did as well. The tests began at once. The first measured honesty. A panel of Solari empath scholars questioned Aaron with careful precision. He did not bend the truth, nor embellish his role in their survival. He praised Alira's leadership and admitted his fears when appropriate. The empath scholars recognized sincerity. The second measured resilience. The Queen observed as Aaron navigated a simulation chamber that recreated harsh environments. Not once did he complain nor seek an easier path. He adapted quickly using both human instinct and lessons Alira had taught him. The third measured harmony. This test required both Aaron and Alira to work as a pair solving a complex task involving physics, language, and emotional synchronization. Their movements were natural. Their decisions aligned. Their trust was evident. When the final challenge ended, the Queen dismissed the observers. She circled the pair in thoughtful silence. Then she stopped. "You have shown honesty, courage, unity. These are qualities my people hold above status or species." The Queen approached her daughter first. "Alira, you have chosen with clarity." Then she approached Aaron. "And you, human, you have shown a heart worthy of standing beside a Solari." Princess Aaron remained still waiting, breathing steady. The Queen raised her voice slightly, so it carried the old power of her lineage. "If my daughter chooses you, then the Dominion acknowledges that choice. You are welcome here as her partner." The hall would have erupted into celebration, but this was a private chamber. Still the emotion swelled. Alira moved to her mother and bowed. "Thank you." The Queen rested a gentle hand on her daughter's shoulder. "Protect each other, learn from each other, strengthen both our peoples." The Queen then faced Aaron. "And remember what you promised. To support her, not overshadow her. To stand beside her, not behind her." He nodded. "I will keep that promise." The Queen accepted the words with a steady nod, then stepped back. The chamber brightened as the palace sensed the shift in mood. Alira reached for Aaron's hand with a quiet joy. When they left the chamber, the guards bowed. Not because of F,